What is good, y'all? So in today's video I'm gonna talk about some tips on how to spice up your hi-hats, how to make them sound more unique and better, and that way you're gonna make your whole track sound even more professional or unique, if you want to call it that way. So before I get to that, I will obviously make a beat first, like always, and I will see you after that. Right, now let's talk about the hi-hat tips. One is something that I said on a previous video about FL Studio tips in general, and that's to time shift your hi-hats, and this is the reason why I say it first, because I've already talked about this tip. When you time shift your hi-hats or any type of drum or melody, you just give more groove to your beat, and that gives a feel of someone playing it live while you actually made it on your laptop. Now the second tip about hi-hats is to add a triplet when the clap hits, and this will create really nice bounce. I will play an example right now. Another tip is to add two hi-hats and pan the one hard left and the other one hard right, and that is gonna create a stereo feel, and then you can route them to their own hi-hat bass. This is what I personally do, and that goes to the next tip, which is to add reverb on these hi-hats, and don't overdo it. Just put the wet knob around 10% and that's gonna be fine. And it's always nice to add ear candy in general, and this leads to the second effect plugin that I will recommend, which is to add delay, and especially the delay 2, which you can synchronize to the tempo of your track. Another thing you should consider is to always put your hi-hats into stretch mode, and that's because when they're not on stretch mode, if you play them on a lower octave they will sound slower, or if you play them on a higher octave they will sound faster, but when they are on stretch mode, they will have the same amount of speed on every octave. And the last tip is to randomize your velocity and the panning of your hi-hats. It's gonna make them sound more natural, like the time shift effect. It's gonna sound like someone plays these hi-hats in real life, someone is playing drums in real life, and that's another great way to add more ear candy to the beat and to play with the listener's ears. So these are the tips for today, guys. I hope you found them useful. If you did so, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, check out my Instagram page, and yeah, I will see you guys on the next video.